Hey folks, we're live tonight in the middle of Cameron County, just off of Highway 100, in the Lagunadas Coastal Wildlife Refuge's Bahia Grande unit, an area of the valley that's still considered abnormally dry. While just this part of Cameron County is considered dry, everybody else across the valley kind of back to normal, if you will, with no stage of drought whatsoever. And the reason is all that big rain we had a couple of weeks ago. You look at this map that shows the rain that has fallen over the last couple of weeks in the valley, you'll notice most of the valley has seen quite a lot. You see the reds and yellows up to the northwest of here, but down where we are, we're just kind of just north of the word Brownsville, where the really light blue colors are. We've had probably less than 1/4 of an inch in this area, while some of those places to the northwest have had 5 to 7 inches of rain. So those areas now officially out of the drought, at least for a little while here in the middle of Cameron County, southern Cameron County, still under abnormally dry conditions. Of course, wind like we have today will dry things out even more. Look at the wind gusts just this last hour across the valley. You're going to notice that we have very strong winds, gusting to 37 at the coast, 36 in Brownsville and Harlingen. Even McAllen's still showing wind gusts to 38 miles an hour. And likely the wind will continue into about sunset. Then that should be probably the end of that. It'll die down a little bit after that. Let's look at current temperatures, see where we stand at this hour. And it's warm again. Cooler here where we are. We're, again, within probably 4 miles or so of the bay, so the temperature here is just a little bit cooler in the upper 70s, but you move westward and temperatures go up. It's 81 in Harlingen, 83 McAllen, and 87 at this hour in Rio Grande City. Looking ahead to the next few days, our temperatures are going to stay warm. You look at tomorrow, 87, then 92 on Saturday, 90 on Sunday. Those are not records, but they're certainly above average, and there is potential for Saturday to get warmer than what we're forecasting, so that's something we'll be watching over the next couple of days to see how that's going to pan out across the area. Now let's watch Futuretrack, see what's going on. And what you notice is that the breezy conditions, again, will continue into the evening. Winds will die down a little bit overnight. And then tomorrow, here comes a front. This front, as it moves across the valley, is just going to kind of fade away. North of us, it's going to trigger showers, probably thunderstorms as well. But for here, it looks like it's going to be a dry frontal passage. I can't completely rule out a stray sprinkle or something like that, but boy, for the most part, it is dry. And then Saturday, instead of cooling off, we get hotter. Afternoon temperatures on Saturday are likely to reach well up into the 90s, as we showed you, and our forecast of 92 might be conservative. You go on forward from Saturday into Sunday, things don't change a lot. The wind continues out of the southeast, so we continue to see partly sunny skies, and temperatures again on Sunday still back up around 90 or so across the region. Here's a look at the bigger picture on the models, and you see the front in West Texas. That front will move eastward, and as it does, it's likely to trigger the showers and thunderstorms way north of us. I think the strong storms probably North Texas up into Oklahoma. Wouldn't be surprised to see something maybe as far south as Austin, but notice it's a pretty thin line. It rains hard, then it moves out, and that's the end of that. It'll continue pushing eastward out of Texas by the time we get to Saturday. Maybe some leftover showers in Houston early, but those are gone. You go on into Sunday then, and skies stay mostly sunny across the state. Another front will move across Texas on Monday. That one will do the same kind of thing, probably pass north of us and come in with very little, if any, fanfare and not cool us off at all. Let's look at what we call the convective outlook. This is really the Storm Prediction Center's chance for strong to severe thunderstorms. You notice there's a slight risk of severe weather in East Texas, a marginal risk as you get a little closer to the valley, and then isolated thunderstorms possible down to about Kennedy County. You notice we're out of the picture on that. We're on the south side looking in again, and I think that's the likely scenario. If we get anything, not much more than a sprinkler or two, probably nothing more than that. So our rain chances kind of reflect that. We just don't see anything at all. If there's anything tomorrow, it'll be very, very light. Most of the day stays dry for almost everybody across the valley. Here's what's going on at the coast. Take a peek at what's happening at the coast. If you're headed past us all the way to the island, here are your temperatures for the morning, upper 70s, southerly winds. Again in the morning, already gusty at the beach, and they stay that way much of the day. UV is very high. The rip current risk is moderate. Surf temperatures at 73 degrees. The tides show up on the left side of your screen there, a couple of them for you. Small craft advisory in effect through Friday morning. You can see the seas are running 5 to 8 feet. Don't forget this weekend, by the way, is Storm Fury going on at the Bogus Ford Event Center in Pharr. If you want to come out and learn all about the weather, it's a hands-on weather science event for kids of all ages. Only $1 to get in, noon to 4 at the Bogus Ford Event Center in Pharr. The Channel 5 First 1-5 Storm Tracking team will be there. Come on out, hang out with all of us for a while and learn a little bit more about the weather. We say for kids of all ages because kids bring their parents and parents have just as much fun, I think. So tonight, 70 for a low, partly cloudy. Windy this evening, then turning less windy later on as clouds build in. Then tomorrow we're we're back up in the 80s again across the valley. Western areas probably topping 90 under partly to mostly sunny skies. The next 7 days, take a peek. Temperatures certainly warm up as we head into the weekend, and we don't see them cooling off anytime soon. Middle of next week, another front gets close enough to, again, not cool us off, but maybe trigger an isolated shower. But you're talking 6-7 days down the road. For the most part, we're dry, and this abnormally dry area not going to get any help anytime soon. So again, most of the valley out of the drought, at least for now, but it doesn't take long of warm, windy conditions for that to come back. That's the latest from Highway 100, just a little bit west of Laguna Vista. Tim Smith, Channel 5 News.